He continues to put on muscle mass.
He's thick.
And so they're going to ride the horse number 2. Gets near the first down marker. And we're likely to see here today for Boston College, unable to haul it in. Brown. Again, a little off target, but a great diving catch by Kobe White.
And I would say alternatively, that's where you want to put it away. You watch Anthony Brown here, back foot hits, ball's out tight and high, and he's that could have been undercut if the ball wasn't thrown that way.
On the jet sweep, Zay Flowers, the exciting freshman. He's off to the races inside the 20, and he is in for a touchdown. Boston College strikes first on the quick feet of their freshman from Fort Lauderdale.
Flowers is an explosive human being, jet sweep early, and this is the kind of play that Richmond wanted to avoid, one where you're taking up huge swaths of real estate, so otherwise noted.
After the 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. Keep it on the ground. And there's a first down for the Spiders. Tripped up from behind. Goodall goes down out near midfield.
His head on the goalpost. So, I mean, that was a really wide lane. It was a really great call and executed play.
And was picked 10th in the preseason poll in the Colonial Athletic Association. Don't look like a 10th place team right now. Pass completed to Justin Jasper. Move the chains again. Isaac Brown. Keaston Fuller, the wideouts. Swing the pass to the running back Aaron Dykes, and he is dropped for a loss.
If you had your druthers, you'd almost bat this down, hoping that it is a forward pass in your network.
Aaron Dykes, the motion man, wide left. Mancuso on a design run, and BC was ready for it. Just standing there waiting. He had nowhere to go. With his first tackle of the day.
I think a really odd choice by Mancuso here to take this back up the middle. BC's front was actually pretty balled up in the middle, and you can see him game over the ends.
Had a chance this morning to watch the College Game Day crew in Austin, and Coach Corso went against the home team. Pass dropped by Isaac Brown. Dane was the Heisman Trophy winner at Wisconsin. Could have been intercepted. Great chance for Jimmy Marquez, the outside linebacker from Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Quite take advantage of that opportunity there. Defensive does a great job, big time play, and drops what could be a pick and take back for a pick 6. So got to take advantage.
Marquez could have walked in. Nice job to secure that short punt by Aaron Dykes.
Just by bringing him from the backfield.
3rd down and a long 5. Stacked up. Xavier Goodall. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Haven't quite pulled it off.
Breckenridge with the punt. Fair catch, Levy. And he secures it at the 17-yard line. By A.J. Dillon, but they've done a great job of mining talent and trusting as Dillon gets a first down, 11 yards on the carry.
Full of talent here. They got to get him at BC.
Levy turns the corner. It's another BC first down. Pushed out of bounds. Out across the 40-yard line. Here late 90s, early 2000s. He was the head coach of this man, A.J. Dillon, and the rest of those Lawrence Academy. Brown. His 2nd completion of the day goes to Dillon. He bowls his way across midfield.
I say that about BC offense, but their personnel is pretty top-notch.
Huge hole up the middle. David Bailey inside the 20. Still on his feet, but out of bounds. Daniel Jones, the all-conference safety, able to save the touchdown.
In sort of an on-your-own kind of conversation, you'd mentioned how big this guy is. He's not quite as big as Dillon, but this is a 240-pound back as well. Looks like he stepped out of bounds there about the 8.
Bailey again. He scored the clinching touchdown in week 1.
Got players.
Bailey out, Dillon back in. Play fake to him. Wide open fullback's going to walk right in. Korab Adrizi
went out of the backfield, I believe. Yes, he's lined as a fullback. He's listed as a tight end. He's one of many you can often find.
Here comes some pressure. They run it up the middle for a first down and then some. Lots of room for Xavier Goodall.
Blitzing off that right side. You can see at the top of your screen. He hangs on to that thing. He probably gets killed. Puts it in the belly. Big time pull hiccup so far.
Mancuso, plenty of time, fires into coverage, and it's intercepted. Nolan Borgerson, senior safety.
Lower out, and he's got a deeper out cut. He goes to the deeper out cut, throws the ball right to the safety. You can see the low level. He actually gets cut off your screen there a little bit. Job there, high pointing it, going up and getting the football.
Toss sweep, David Bailey. Cuts it back, finds the hole, and has himself another first down to the 45-yard line. On the rollout, Brown puts it back in the air, and he's got another tight end and another first down. Brown. And they say Adreezy has the softest hands on the team. We've seen them already here today. Flag comes. Contact early. Billy Coggill, the linebacker. Dillon busts it outside, and he is gonna get knocked out of bounds just shy of another touchdown. They mark him out at the 3-yard line.
College football and find other people that weigh 240 or 50 pounds, not that are this explosive out of the backfield. That was designed front side as we're head back here to the end zone.
Hand to Dillon again, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's just really being good at your craft. He's got great vision, Doug. You'll get to see this vision here. It's the point of attack is coming, and he's got to kind of let those blocks filter themselves out. You know, it's not a lot of yards here to go, but you want to go ahead and let yourself get man on a man. Oh, it's 21. They get to be 21.
They were ready for that. Devon Perry dropped for a loss.
Out as your drive starter, and now you're going negative plays again. I mean, I think by and large it's been a relatively positive, put themselves up against it once again.
On third down, going to try to run for it. He's got it, and then slides across the 40-yard line. First down for Richmond.
Nice job by Mancuso reading the pressure he has. An off the ball linebacker was hugging. Essentially, he's in cover.
Touchdowns, and we are underway with the second quarter. Richmond with the football. Pass complete outside. Charlie Fessler, one of those FBS grad transfers down from Northwestern University, and he is the #1 receiver now for this Richmond offense. On second and short, Mancuso runs for it. First down, Spiders.
This team out on the field making plays.
On play action, pass complete to Fuller. Inside the 5, touchdown, Richmond. Well, there's one of the other grad transfers. The former Duke Blue Devil gets the Spiders on the board. It's a 35-yard touchdown.
And it's really well executed play. This is just a slant pattern, and they've got themselves a mismatch on the outside. You've got linebacker and wide receiver. Good to get that one back. Just have another life here at 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, BC runs for a first down. It's the sophomore David Bailey.
He went back and spoke to the scouting staff of the Bucs. I thought that was a really intriguing way to approach it, because you want to know, what do they got? What kind of situation am I going to? Am I going into a place where, you know, there's no chance to win because I'm just so talent bereft relative to the rest of the ACC? But that wasn't the case at all, Doug.
But there are 7 guys off of last year's team who are now in the NFL. There's been some talent, and is some talent here at BC. I like that guy, A.J. Dillon. Tiptoes down the sideline, cuts it back into the end zone.
This is sort of question asked, question answered. I mean, most of the offseason talk was about, well, yeah, Dillon runs the heck out of the football, but can he catch some out of the backfield? So we've seen him get the ball as a screenplay. We've seen him now get the ball in the flat. We're watching his right foot there. And hate to needle you, Doug, but Syracuse maybe takes a step back.
Maybe.
So maybe, you know, not
maybe.
As...
I think they just gave up another touchdown. Well, here comes Mancuso and the Spiders again.
After getting punched in the mouth on the other side of the ball. I mean, they just get scored on like just running water.
Well, that was a 23-yard gain, so give Mancuso 61 yards on the ground already this afternoon. Well, Carafa's paid his dues, put on weight, picked up his first career interception against Virginia Tech in week 1. And the defense, though, give up a first down on 3rd and long. Richmond now 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. And once again, back in Eagles territory on first down. Nowhere to run for the tailback. Sparacio said, "This was my dream school, Boston College. Blue collar, faith-based. He is so at home here." Pass completed to Charlie Fessler, and the former Northwestern Wildcat with another Richmond first down.
He's not going to be scared about Alumni Stadium. And again, we're seeing a lot of room on the outside. We're seeing a lot of space.
6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Fakes the toss sweep. BC doesn't bite. Nice job by Maximilian Charles Richardson III with the tackle.
I think this is a gutsy call to kick the field goal, which sounds kind of backwards.
So it's Jake Larson, the freshman from Baltimore. And his field goal is good. NFL debut tomorrow. Dillon bounces it outside, now cuts it back up, runs over Trent Williams.
Throws it to a heavily covered guy. Doesn't end up being a completion. Fortunate it's not an interception.
Good coverage by Noah Nicholson. Brown keeps it himself. High steps to the sideline, and it's a BC first down. Got a lot of experience. He's the only true freshman quarterback in BC history to start and win the first game of his college career. Finds the open man, Jake Burt, the tight end, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown!
Burt was, what's the word for it? Wide open. We're going to have a hard time even getting another defender in frame here. And fortunately for the big guy, he's able to run this out, leg this out. If the field was another yard, you got your high-end player, quarterback, receiver, and running back.
Ooh. Still on his feet. Goodall finally dragged down. Boston College defensively all over him.
Now's the time to put in that work.
Final 3 minutes of the first half.
Whoa.
Interception. Poorly thrown, and Tate Haynes, redshirt sophomore from San Diego, comes up with the interception.
You're right, Doug. This is very poorly thrown. You know, he's got to lead him on that, but really nice job by Hayes of just reaction skills. I mean, he's in coverage on another person.
And I like the sauce. That's A.J. Dillon. Benny Glines secures it and then dragged down by 3 Richmond defenders after an 8-yard pickup.
Work on their fourth down plays, I guess.
Richmond on first down with a big gainer. Savon Smith, the freshman from Winchester, Virginia.
The Spiders come back out with an explosive play as a counterpunch. They're not quitters.
The Spiders are 2 of 6 on third down today. They'll run for it. Dykes.
Numbers. And once you get them in house, you realize, hey man, this might be a scholarship player.
Joe Mancuso on the rollout. Completes the pass out to the 47-yard line to Charlie Fessler. Bring in summer as he transitioned from the Big Ten Conference.
And you like to see this in games that are going this way. They come out from halftime. We have a little receiver ISO situation. They've been a big part of what they've been able to get done.
Mancuso avoids the rush and gets rid of the football.
That's a smart decision.
This week, the ACC might have just the one team in the top 25. Keeper by Anthony Brown. On third down, able to get the push with the big boys in front of him out to midfield to move the sticks.
Yeah, and these are the kind of games where you get to work into that depth and see just how many of these guys are ready for big time.
Again, the big boys up front leading the way for positive yardage.
Again, it is an absolute recruiting pipeline here at BC. You want to be an offensive lineman to go to the NFL. It's a great place to start.
A.J. Dillon spins away from the first tackler and then tied up by Maurice Jackson, the one guy on the defense for Richmond that maybe will have a future in the NFL.
Tackles for loss, 15 of those things, sacks. He plays on the other side of the line. That kind of player, you'll get a shot.
Zay Flowers cuts it up. Still on his feet inside the 25-yard line. First down, BC.
There's this feel that, like, okay, man, what's about to happen? His feet are so quick. He bounces in and out, but you can see the urgency on the other side when they realize he's
a guy who has developed himself into being a potential NFL player next year.
Thinks Lindstrom's going to be a lead at the center spot, and Vraves, I mean, old Tyler Vrabel's out there. He's 6'5", 310 pounds, dominating as a young kid here. So
now you don't remember him as a kid as being 6'5", 280 pounds, do you?
No. Oh, touchdown.
A.J. Dillon in the end zone for the 3rd time today. 2nd rushing touchdown.
These are those plays where you sort of boost those Heisman credentials, right? Dillon's done a lot of the dirty work to get the ball down there. Get a nice block by Vrabel there at the point of attack. He catches the near hip and drives him down the line. Daddy would love that.
So he's making a difference here for BC. Well, we've got a change in quarterback. The Air Force transfer Bo English, and we've got a fumble. Fessler put the ball on the turf. It goes out of bounds, and Richmond will keep possession.
And not win it. It might not be close, but hit. They're really good right on the ball. Got to hang on to that thing.
He was productive in week 1, as was English coming off the bench. This is sort of kind of the plan. Here goes English. Puts his head down, and with that, able to pick up the first down.
Just pretty effusive and saying, you know, they're actually very close to one another. It's not as if one is a great runner and the other isn't. They both put the ball on the ground pretty well.
And is the headliner of about 15 former BC Eagles currently in the NFL. English keeps. Nice job defensively. My goodness, nowhere to go when you are wrapped up like that by Max Richardson. Moved outside, looking good here.
Yes, really nice awareness. Nice job of keeping leverage. He slow played that really nicely. Didn't get over.
My goodness, Wolverines did hang on to beat the Cadets. That pass is caught at about the 43-yard line by Isaac Brown. Simply handed the football off, so Grossell has not thrown a pass. Here could be his first completion. Indeed it is. Nice looking play to Elijah Robinson.
Right off that action, you're able to throw it, swing it in the flat, make a quick completion, get things going.
Flowers on the reverse. Lot of room. First down and more. Still on his feet. Cuts it outside. And finally chased out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Just get things rolling. And then just, yeah, here's a good tip. Give the ball to Zay Flowers. Almost feels like a failure when he doesn't score.
And they said they were going to use the true freshman running back Pat Garwo, and he is now into the game out of Levittown, Pennsylvania. Ball just thrown away by Grossell. Early fourth quarter, Richmond with the football, down by 35 points. English swing pass, nice catch, and a first down. Spiders move the chains. Gain of 6 on the first down reception by Fuller. Now they'll swing the other way to Fessler, and that is read beautifully. Open field tackle made.
Again, this is an opportunity for some of these backup players to show that they can execute the defense as well. We've got a player down here now on the field. It was really a well-timed hit. Shoots him, gets to the knees before the offensive player can even react.
Third down and 10. Bo English fakes it. Now completes the pass, well short of the markers though. Keaston Fuller steps out of bounds. Recruits, in fact, most of them were not. This group has been built from the ground up, and I would think for Steve Adazio, as Garwo, the freshman running back, knocked out of bounds, got a flag down.
They're building something here very positive.
That being the bowl game that was canceled. Fair catch. Richmond gets the football back at its own 15. Also should mention off of that class of 2018 for BC as we see their next 5 games. Short week coming up with the Jayhawks.
Down the schedule, when we first saw it released for this group this year, those were some of the first thoughts. Like, there is no UNH on the group. There's no main game. There's no Wagner. There's no UMass. All these teams typically they come in pairs, right? Kind of opponent. So there's certainly some opportunity to have a very nice clean schedule heading into October.
Blythewood, South Carolina.
One of the things you like to see at this stage is good tackling. You talked a lot about how they've sort of revamped their approach. You know, 4-7 a year ago, not what they expect. They don't expect to be on that half of the conference. Got a big busting play here. Nice cut back here by the back.
Yeah, Devin Campbell goes head over heels and picks up a first down.
Look at staff. You look at your approach. The defense itself. This is more of an in-season change a year ago. We got away from the 4-2-5 stuff.
Jaleel Berry. Room to run. Another Richmond first down. Savon Smith. I can't talk about Richmond Spiders football players going on to the NFL without mentioning Brian Jordan. Great two-sport athlete back in the day. Spent over 15 years playing Major League Baseball after he played in the defensive secondary for the Falcons for a few years. Vallecci's going to go down. There's a flag on the field at the 22-yard line. This young man, Matt Vallecci, with similar type numbers at Fordham Prep.
He's got to guess at what you're going to be when you're coming in, but once you're here, you can make your point in a hurry.
One of the things Coach Huseman talked about as they pick up another first down on the ground, and again it's Smith.
You kind of know in the back of your head this could possibly happen here, and it doesn't necessarily mark your season if it does. So you got to go forth and dominate that FCS schedule, because that's what you're really there for. Because when the game goes this direction, the staff has to make some hard decisions. They got to mind their own roster and say, you know, do we want to burn that one or not? Are we going to be able to use this kid, or is he not quite ready?
You have the chance of playing in games later that year. I would think as a kid coming in, you're going to be even more focused in everything that you do, just in case you get that chance to play. Long field goal is good. BC led 21-0 after one quarter, 28-7, then 35-10 at the intermission, and they win it by a final score of 45-13.